Okay, we're starting up part 2 of workout number 6. Susan's going to do a bench step up, Bulgarian split squats. Wait till you see those, and glute bridges. Susan, we're going to go in 5 seconds. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. You're going to step up. Good. You're going to stay with that same leg for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, Susan, I'm going to call out a switch, and you're going to go ahead and switch to the other leg. Great job. 15 seconds. Okay, doing well, doing good. Excellent. Go ahead and switch legs. That's it. So now she's doing a left foot lead. Left foot lead. So it's the leg that's lifting you up that's doing all the work, and then it's the leg that's lowering you down that's doing all the work. So we have a concentric contraction or a shortening contraction on the way up, and then an eccentric or lengthening contraction on the way down. I'll explain that as we go through the workout. I think you'll find that very interesting. Okay, Susan, 3, 2, 1, we're going to split, go to Bulgarian split squats. In this exercise, she's going to leave one foot up on the bench, the other foot's going to be forward, and she's going to do the same thing as if she was doing a squat. The knee stays behind the line coming up from the toes. The foot stays flat. Good. She's keeping her back arched, keeping her head and chest elevated, and she's driving through the heel. We're going to switch feet in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. Okay, make sure you get your balance. Now she's also getting a nice stretch on her right hip flexors now. As her leg drops, the right hip flexors are being put through a dynamic stretch. Dynamic means it's moving through a full range of motion, and the muscle's being stretched out, and you're moving through it, as opposed to a static stretch where you get into a position and hold it. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to glute bridges next. So Susan's going to get down to the floor for glute bridges. Good. She's going to do 30 seconds on the left leg. Then she'll repeat that for 30 seconds on the right leg. So this exercise is emphasizing hip extension. Your hip extensors are your glutes and your hamstrings. And she's also getting a little upper body training because she's supporting herself off the ground. Let's go ahead and switch legs. That's 30 seconds. Switch to the other leg. Nice. So she's extending through the hip, elevating her hips by contracting her glutes and her hamstrings simultaneously. A lot of core stabilization involved in this exercise as well. Her core has to be stable to provide a stable base on which her legs can move and her arms can support her. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going back to a bench step up. Back to a bench step up. That's it. She's going to start with a right leg lead. Good. Nice. So the right leg is lifting her up in a concentric contraction, and then her left leg is lowering her in an eccentric contraction. More muscle damage, more changes occur during eccentric contractions than shortening contractions. Okay, go ahead and switch legs. Go to a left leg lead. The reason that you get more out of an eccentric contraction is selected muscles are turning off in order to lower you back down, which means that the muscles that remain turned on to allow you to decelerate or slowly lower to the ground, they're being worked to their maximum capacity. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go back to Bulgarian split squats. Again, Susan's holding on to a weight in her right hand. Right foot comes forward. Good. Keeping herself nice and tall. Head and chest elevated. Knee stays behind the invisible line from the toes. That's it. She's trying to get her hip to drop to at least even or parallel with her right knee. And now the left hip flexors are getting a nice stretch. We're going to switch in 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and switch legs. Now you can do this with no weight. You can do this with a lot of weight. You can pulse on these. Susan's just going straight up and down. Susan, can you give me a little pulse just to show the people what a pulse looks like? This just keeps you in a steady state of contraction. Okay, go back to all the way up, all the way down. You really felt that, huh? In the next minute, I'll talk about things like time and tension. Let's go ahead and switch to glute bridges. Glute bridges. We have 5 minutes left in this section of our workout. So again, she's keeping her upper body elevated by using her arms. She's digging her heel into the ground. Again, she's driving through the heel. Very, very important component here. She's elevating her hips by contracting her right glute and her right hamstrings. And we're going to go ahead and switch legs. Good. Excellent job. 20 seconds. That's it. Squeeze and lift. That's it. Good job. 10 seconds. We're going to count out 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we go ahead. We're back to bench step-ups. We're going to get a little drink. We want you to take a drink when you need to take a drink. We need you to rest when you need to rest. You go until you can't, then you rest until you can. And that's rest-based training, also known as metabolic training. That's it. So she's lifting with the right leg, lowering with the left. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and switch legs, Susan. That's it. Nice. "15 seconds. Okay, we're going to count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back to Bulgarian split squats. Now it looks like Susan's going to hold on to both weights. Nope, she dropped one. Fake me out. So what else do we know about eccentric training? Eccentric training is great for strengthening tendons. Helps to increase flexibility. And again, you're going to get greater results if you emphasize the negative or lowering aspect of the exercise. Switch legs, 30 seconds to go. Think about it in these terms with eccentric training. If you were playing tug of war and there were 5 people on each side of the rope and one person drops off your side, in order to maintain the same tension, everybody left in that line, all 4 people would have to pull that much harder. So that's the same thing that happens in eccentric training. The muscles that are left on, they have to work harder to decelerate or slow you down. We'll go back to glute bridges. Again, using a good word picture, like people playing tug of war, and 5 people being on the rope against 5 other people. 1 drops out, the other 4 have to work very hard to sustain that level of tension to stay in the tug of war contest. 10 seconds on this leg. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.